is, he's kind of like one of my heroes. He put on, how many people came to the Greenville Tea Party for the Fox debates at the Hilton? It was just, I don't know what else to say, it was just a magic night. It was just magical. And Ron Paul speaking at the end, it was just fantastic from beginning to end. Chris Lawton, I don't know what else to say to him. I owe him $10 because I haven't paid for my New York games yet. I'm going to give it to him after.
Give Robbie a standing ovation. Boy, it's hard to finish up after all these great speeches. But I want to say this. The people in this room today, I just can't tell you how proud I am. You came out on a Saturday. You came out under hurricane warning. And that's why I'm proud to be associated with the people that are involved with the Ron Paul campaign. I also want to, where's Brian Gentry at? He had Brian Gentry, who's the state coordinator for the Ron Paul campaign. He's alive. I'm not going to keep you long. I got 3 things I'm going to share with you real quick. One is we've been talking about the Federal Reserve. And some of you know that I'm the guy that handed out these Zimbabwe $10 trillion notes to every politician I ran into in the last 4 years. I think Mike Brady and I went over to see Newt Gingrich. He wanted to see all the Tea Parties. He was trying to co-opt them a while back. And I handed him a $10 trillion Zimbabwe note. He said, oh, these are really cool. I'm going to go ahead and give these to my grandkids. And he started to put them in his pocket. I said, oh, no, sir. Those aren't for your grandkids. Those are for you. This is what's happening to our currency. You are debasing our currency. There's only 2 ways America could fall. By sword or by debauching the currency. And we're too militarily strong for anybody to attack us. They're doing it from the inside game. So I bought these $10 trillion notes and I thought, hey, these are pretty cool. Pass these around to get people an idea of what fiat currency is all about. Did you know that the average fiat currency is 27 years? How many years has it been since Brentwood? 1971, we got off the gold standard. Anybody remember how much gold was worth right then? About $32. Do you know if you invested $10,000 in gold in 1971, it'd be almost $600,000 today. I'm here to tell you the way they're printing money, that if you invested 10 grand in gold today, it won't take quite so long. Gold is shooting up by the day. $1,830. Some of you sold my, I had the idea on the silver, the $50. What's the cheapest gas you remember as a kid? 19, 20, 25 cents? If I told you there was a gas station in Spartanburg where you could fill your car up for 25 cents a gallon, would you go there? Absolutely. Well, if I told you that that 25 gallons was based on a silver quarter, 64, and you could buy a gallon of gas, would you go buy a gallon of gas? Absolutely. Well, let me tell you what. This silver $50, just the melt value as of today, I got this from my friends over at Palmetto Precious Metals, 64 $50 is worth $12 a melt today. $12. So 1 quarter is worth $6. So it's actually superseded. How many member here have ever heard of Henry Ford? Back in 1912, he made headlines because he said he'll pay all his factory workers $5 a day. Well, $5 a day was back in 1912, was 1 year before the Federal Reserve. Was a $5 gold piece. 2.32 ounces of gold. How many people would work for that today? How many people would work for $5? Do you know what $5 gold piece is worth in today's money? $450 a day. How many people would work for $450 a day today? My question to you is, where to go? Where did the difference go? They've stolen it. The Federal Reserve is doing highway robbery on American citizens, trillions of dollars. The enormity is so immense that we can't even grasp it. They've not been audited since 1913. They had a partial audit about a month ago. Did you see that in the papers? $15 trillion overseas. $15 trillion overseas. How much are we in debt? 14 and some change. How coincidental is that? There's not an outrage. Because the theft and the debauchery of the currency is so humongous that the average person can't even begin to conceptualize what they've done to us. It should make us mad. It should make you pick up the phone and call your legislator and make sure you audit that Federal Reserve. When Trey Gowdy came in, he was speaking over at the Palmetto. I had to bring one of my Zimbabwe notes. So what's this all about? And so get involved and watch the video. I'll send you a video called The Creature of Jekyll Island. How many people have seen that?
Read the book.
Or read the book, or watched the movie. I sent it to him, he read it. He got with Ron Paul, he co-sponsored the audit the Fed bill. My friend Jeremy, is Jeremy here today? Jeremy saying? He's coming. He said, Chris, you know, those $110 trillion Zimbabwe notes, those aren't the biggest bills ever done. I said, $100 trillion printed on paper? He goes, no, there was a 1946. Hungary printed out a bill. It's called the B. Pango bill. 100, it's considered a, I'm sorry, it's a billion dollar note. A billion dollar note. This was the currency. The inflation tax is the most insipid tax on America. You're seeing it in the grocery stores. How many people are noticing the smaller boxes? They're trying to fool us, okay, with the small boxes. Okay? The prices are skyrocketing. It will wipe out the middle class. Yeah, less ingredients. So they tell me, probably the biggest lie that I hear on the campaign or working the campaign is that one person can't make a difference. One person can't make a difference. I'll tell you, that's the biggest lie in America. Because one person can make a difference. I was listening to, reach out to the Christians, and I said, that's exactly what we need to do. Ron Paul's Sanctity of Life Act is the strongest anti-abortion act that can be done. And we need to let the Christians know, if you're serious about pro-life, you need to get behind Sanctity of Life. The Ten Commandments. What is the first commandment? The first commandment that God gives out of the Ten Commandments. Anybody?
I am the Lord thy God, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Say that again.
I am the Lord thy God, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
I will have no other gods before me. How much is a tithe?
10% plus 5%.
If it's 10% is good enough for Jesus, why is 35% for the government?
Amen, bro.
So what are you doing? You're putting government ahead of your God. Breaking one of the Ten Commandments. I was talking to Brian Gentry the other day, and I said, they can't really refute anything. When you see Ron Paul being interviewed, there's not really any kind of questions he can't answer with just perfect rebuttals. So now I'm hearing that they're going to go to name calling. And they're calling him the crazy uncle that came down from the attic. He's crazy. Have you heard that yet?
Yeah, for like 50 years.
Yeah, you've heard. Is it crazy to assist a president, our next president, who in 30 years never once voted against the Constitution? Not one time. Remember the time, how many times did he vote as the only one that voted for the Constitution? Over and over and over again. He was the only one. And then he told me that he brought his own lunch. He won't even go to lunch with a lobbyist. Okay? Won't even go to lunch with a lobbyist. Is it crazy to have one man married to a woman for 54 years? Is that crazy? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, we've talked about fear today. My definition of fear is false evidence that appears real. What stops us from going to our neighbor and handing them a Slim Jim or putting a bumper sticker on the car? You know what the campaign says this is worth on your car? A $500 donation every month. One bumper sticker on your car is worth donating $500 in advertising to the campaign. A yard sign worth $300 a month. That's how you can donate. There's two ways to play this game, inside and outside. The inside game is what the speaker before me alluded to, is getting involved with the Republican Party. Because, you know, getting involved at the precinct level enables you to get things done. Also, some people don't want to do that, so there's an outside game. Banner waving, stamping money, or making phone calls, or precinct walking, or highway blocking, or Justin South, he brag on him because he set up the Ron Paul 2012 page, Facebook page, and I think it's almost at 250,000 members right now. Don't tell me one person can't make a difference. Don't tell me one person can't make a difference. It's time to get motivated. We have a lot of work to do. He has to become the nominee at the convention. So if you're a delegate already, that's a big step. So I leave this last thing with a challenge. Do something little every day to make a difference. Whether it's a Facebook post, whether it's a Twitter post, whether it's a couple emails, whether it's putting out a yard sign, whether it's out passing out some brochures or Slim Jims. But do something every day, because I'm going to tell you right now, Ron Paul is elected.